Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Spiritual Successor, a video game design podcast inspired by Polygon's Cool Games, Inc. I'm your CFO, which stands for Chief Fuckable Officer, and I'm joined by my other host, Blake Rea.
Hello, everybody. I am your CFFF. Can't feel my fucking face.
That's right. You told me when we came in that you were having a bit of a possible medical emergency.
Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, actually, no, let's not hope so. Let's not hope so. So, yesterday my tongue felt like it was really coated, and I felt like I was dehydrated. And then I woke up this morning, and my right lip won't move, and I can't taste on the right side of my tongue. So, on our way here, I was eating McDonald's, and I was showing AJ my cool new trick where I can eat like on the right side, be like, oh man, I wonder what this fry tastes like. Oh, guess what? Can't taste it. Let me shift it over with my tongue. Oh, hey, that's the salty goodness.
So I just want to make sure really quick that you woke up this morning.
Yeah.
You noticed that half your face was not working.
Yeah, when I was brushing my teeth, yeah.
And at some point, the thought probably crossed your mind of, I could go to the hospital. And then at another point in the day, you thought, I have a funny podcast I have to record. And maybe those two canceled each other out?
You know, honestly, the thought of actually going to a hospital didn't even cross my mind. I was like, I gotta go to work. You think I could take a day off? Are you shitting me?
Yes, you work for your grandparents.
Well,
this is like the number one reason why somebody would work for their grandparents is so that if half of their face is wrong, they can go to a hospital.
I think it'll be okay if it's not okay, like in 2 days, I'll go to a hospital. But for right now, I just got to make sure I lean to the left when I drink, okay? It's kind of alarming. I'm trying to laugh about it. Don't know what's up with my face.
All right, I will do my best not to make fun of you, because if you are having a stroke and I make fun of you for the next hour, and then you go to the hospital and something's wrong, that looks bad on me.
I have recorded evidence of you laughing at my stroke, which would be hilarious, you know, but then reality would kick in and be like, oh, hey, half of my face is Play-Doh.
Yeah, it'd be funny, but at what cost?
All right, AJ, I want to hear some submissions.
That's what we do here?
You know, we are a comedy game design podcast where we make fake games from Twitter, from Reddit, from private emails, and we want to see what submissions we got this week, because crap, we got we had so many, I don't think we're going to go...
We're not going to get through all of them this episode.
Which made us want to announce some fun news at the end of this episode.
Yeah, we got some cool patch notes, so stick around for those. Right. I do have a video game submission that I want to give you, though.
All right, tell me about it.
This is a game sent in onto the Cool Games Inc. Reddit page.
Okay.
This comes from Valdebrick. Valdebrick suggests a game where you avoid getting caught adjusting the thermostat.
Oh, I feel that every day. Wait, is there more?
Well, point of interest added on. An army of dads crest the hill.
No, wait. I need to read this.
Okay, you can read that then.
All right, so this is... An army of dads crests the hill. War horns are sounded as thousands of dads, armed to the teeth with spatulas, baseball gloves, and Kiss Me I'm Irish t-shirts descends upon you. You know you have no hope. I'm just cold, you scream in desperation. The army halts. Across the field comes a thunderous of voices. Across the field...
Is this really hard to do with only half of your face?
You fucking bet, dude. The army halts. Across the field comes a thunder of voices. I just called. I'm Dad.
So I think this is absolutely a stealth-based game where you have to sneak around and...
I want to do it to where it's like a Five Nights at Freddy's thing. So you have to do like 5 days. You live in like, where's a place that has bumfuck weather? You live in Florida.
LA has bumfuck.
No, it's either summery, it's either nice or it's hot.
It's 98 degrees in my house at night. I want to die.
Well, okay, maybe you need to invest in a fan or something like an educated person would.
Fine, Florida, where it's still 98 degrees.
But each day there's like a new weather thing, so that gives you have to like that night access that thermostat. Okay. You have to change it. The dad is super pissed off. He's like, really doesn't like his thermostat being touched.
Don't touch it ever. Don't ever turn it on. It costs money to use.
I mean, I feel like the dad is one of those people that would be like, it's always on AC, but the son is one of those people that's like, I can't sleep if it's too cold.
Your dad actually used a thermostat?
Yeah, like my house, they won't allow my house to be hot.
My parents would like make sure that the thermostat never came on. We got a wood furnace stove to heat the house up, and then during the winter it was suffer. Or during the hot times, it was just to suffer.
I feel, would it be more expensive to have a wood burning stove?
Nah, it was cheaper because like it was a pellet stove, so you could buy pellets at Costco.
I have never seen that before. It must be an Oregon thing.
It's absolutely an Oregon thing.
Like a Sweet Tomatoes or a what's their
Safeway.
Safeway. Yeah.
It's not their Whole Foods. I definitely love this idea that it is like Five Nights at Freddy's and like the thermostat is just outside of your bedroom.
Oh, but what if spooky shit keeps happening? So like the first night, it's just a totally normal thing. Okay. So like you have to like sneak down the hallway and turn on the thermostat. But it's like as the dad kind of figures out that you are fucking with the thermostat. So your dad's also kind of paranormal in a weird sense. So like he starts hiding in weird crevices.
Dad.
A magic dad.
I don't like the idea of him. Wait, hiding in crevices? Like what? Like an octopus?
No,
like boneless? No. Just sliding out? Yeah. Like, hello, son?
No. Like, there's this one game called Mom Took My DS or something like that.
Okay.
In the basic part is you have to find your DS in the living room or the house or whatever, but she's always in weird places. And it's kind of it's like weird, but it's never like spooky.
Okay.
So I'm thinking they have to adjust the thermostat, but the dad is like, what's that demon from it's that Japanese horror movie?
The one Japanese horror movie with the one demon. The Ring?
No, the other one.
The Grudge?
The Grudge, thank you. Because that lore is like, it's like whatever little spaces between furniture they can hide in.
Is that how The Grudge works?
Yeah, that's how The Grudge works.
I've never seen The Grudge.
The Grudge is so fucking cool. It's terrifying.
I want to dial into a little bit about the idea of the shitty Kiss Me I'm Irish shirts.
Ooh, okay.
Because I think that there'd be a collectible element where you could change your dad's shirt. And bad shirts would be like, Kiss Me I'm Irish, sarcasm, it's one of the languages I'm fluent in.
Wait. I have the perfect idea.
Okay.
So you remember like Halo 3? I don't know if they still do it in their new games.
Skulls,
but it equips different kind of difficulties or little add-ons to the game.
Okay.
So like each shirt he wears has a different thing that it applies to your game.
Yes. So like sarcasm, it's one of the many languages I'm well versed in. That one is like the audio cues will be lies sometimes. The one of like it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt.
Mm-hmm. It becomes a fighting game.
The whole game changes.
The whole game changes.
You get a health bar, and I don't like this. I don't like this direction anymore.
Hold on. It plays into that sweet medieval intro I did.
Oh shit, that's true. Maybe you are going to war with your dad.
The moment you touch the it starts off as like a stealth game where you have to adjust the thermostat and evolves into this giant Lord of the Rings finale-esque battle of dads and their children. Each night you're playing a different kid. Each night you're playing a different kid that has to deal with a different dad.
And the final night is all of the dads in one house.
It's like a multi-level thing where you have each one has a specific ability that you have to sneak by. Okay,
this is good.
I like that. I want to pitch you one.
Yeah, give me one.
I want to do another combo game.
Okay.
So this is 2 different submissions that were submitted to us on Twitter. One is from Nina Bennett. It's a racing game. It's a racing game, rhythm game, hybrid, but the only song that plays is Old Town Road and Old Town Road remixes as you can only ride a horse.
Hell yeah.
And I want to combine that with Sausage Mahoney's game. I'm going to keep this one vague, Rocket League, but with horses. So it's Old Town Road, Rocket League. And
with a rhythm-based element.
But I want to stress that it's got to be like a soccer-style game, because Rocket League has some of the best music around, and I want to fuck with that and make it just one song.
I'm sorry, Blake, you might be a little bit unaware that there's like 8 different versions of Lil Nas's Old Town Road.
Really?
Oh, hell yeah. He keeps on getting new people, because there's the original one, then there's the one with Billy Ray Cyrus.
I thought Billy Ray Cyrus was like in the original.
Well, there's also the new remixed one that was all deep and moody for the Rambo commercial.
What the fuck?
Then there was the one that he just did that recently that had the little Yodel Boy kid in it. Which you and I both need to acknowledge right now that the Walmart Yodel Boy is probably more famous than you and I ever will be, ever in our lives. Because that kid got to do a song with Lil Nas.
Fuck, we need to get a song with Lil Nas, huh?
We need to go yodel in a Walmart.
All right, side note, because what song are we gonna pitch to Lil Nas? Like
Old Town Road.
No. We gotta do something to mix it up a little bit.
Do you not look at his social media? The only song Lil Nas cares about is Old Town Road.
Okay,
he's got a version coming on the way with Dolly Parton.
I think I know that name.
She's an old country singer.
She from Nashville?
Probably. They're all from Nashville. It's the only town country exists.
Not Texas.
Nope.
Not. I was gonna say Houston, but that's also Texas.
Hey, wait a minute. I think Nashville's in Texas, you goof ass.
No, isn't it Nashville in Tennessee?
Oh shit, you're right. I'm the goof ass.
You're the dumbass.
Welcome to our podcast where we just sit around and admit that we don't know fucking shit all. God damn.
I mean, we know a little bit. We know a little bit about.
So I think that the Lil Nas Rocket League game is so. Is it just Rocket League, just texture, just skin swap with horses?
Okay, no. What's the...
How do we get the rhythm element in there?
Okay, so everything in the game is horses. I'm talking the stadium is a horse. I'm talking the ball is made of smaller horses.
Okay.
So
it's a ball of horses.
It's a ball of horses.
Okay.
The field goal is a horse's mouth. And like people.
No, does the horse ball explode when it goes into the goal like in Rocket League?
Explodes into a bunch of little horses.
Okay, cool.
That just gallop off as you score a goal.
Now, here's the rhythm element. I think that you can play it normally like Rocket League, but I think that if you hit the ball on the right beats, the ball will go faster and further.
Oh, that's kick-ass. Okay, so you have to hit it on the big drops or something like that? Sweet. Okay, so
it's I'm going to take my horse. And if you hit it on horse, boom, it goes super far.
Oh, that's so fucking cool. Okay. The ball will change color as it's coming to a beat that you can hit it on. So it's it normally is blue, but as it comes up to it's coming up on a beat, it shifts from purple to red.
Yeah.
So and if you hit it when it's fully the closer it is to red, the more points you get. So you're gonna have a lot of people driving up wait, don't hit it yet. Oh wait, now you can hit it. And then
I like that idea.
All right, do you have a game idea?
I do have another video game idea.
All right, this one comes from our buddy Alex Aaron at Tresbian Kaneki, I believe that's how I say on Twitter. You play as a paper plate that has been thrown in the trash, and you have to go on a quest to get yourself to the recycling plant. It is a side-scroller, and also you have a gun. I love this because there's a story that screamed out to me. So you're a full set of dinnerware, and you have to find each piece of your dinnerware set.
Okay, so you're on some Thomas Was Alone shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you start off as the paper plate that somehow has a gun. We'll have to figure that out.
I think they all have guns.
They all have different kinds of guns?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's the spoon has just a giant RPG.
And the fork has a Glock.
Okay, so you are a paper plate that got thrown away, and you were, weird side note, but I've always thought about when things are packaged together and there's a bunch of individuals, do you ever think they worry about getting separated like their friends?
No, because I've never once looked at a paper plate and been that's alive right there. That one's a living.
I mean, but if they were it's hey, there's a bunch of eggs in one carton, and they're hey, we're buddies now, and then they just see their friend leave.
I think the eggs love hanging out with each other because they all have their own room. I think that paper plates probably hate it because the ones in the middle are being smothered.
It's the worst bunk bed of all time. But okay, so say it's a story of two paper plates that were best friends or lovers. Let's say these two girls that were girlfriends, girlfriend plates, and they were next to each other in the paper plate bag, and they got separated. One was thrown in the recycling properly, and then our paper plate was thrown in the trash.
Where a gun was. Somebody had previously thrown away a gun, and that's how the paper plate found it.
We'll figure it out. We can do it casually, in the opening cinematic. It's I got thrown away with... That's my best girl impression, sorry.
Okay, go.
I got thrown away in the trash. And then in the background, you could see that they're being thrown away, but there's also just guns there for some reason.
Lightning strike, rainfall. But now out to get revenge.
And they riot. I was thinking something a little bit more wholesome. Nope. Or do we want to go really edgy with it?
It has a gun.
I mean, like, there are things that have guns in it that aren't edgy.
Name a non-edgy gun.
All right, I can't.
That's what I thought.
Okay, so this paper plate needs to go from level to level, finding new people or new, like, silverware. They find new, like, paper silverware. Like, they run into a cup that has an Uzi. They run into a spoon that has an RPG.
And then they run into a paper straw, and it just sucks. And it's sucky to everybody, and it's mean, and it's nasty, and everybody hates it.
The first thing they say is, like the straw comes up. It's like, man, you guys looking like a bunch of trash. You guys look like a trash heap. And then, like, this fork is like, man, this guy sucks.
I hate paper straws so much.
Wait, what if we had one of the things that was thrown away wasn't a paper straw? It was like one of those, like, fancy, expensive metal straws.
Oh, hell yeah. Why would that be thrown away?
I don't know, because people throw away shit all the time. If they can throw away guns, they can throw away a metal straw, AJ.
All right, you know what? That's fair.
So it's a paper, so you're
on some Thomas Was Alone shit.
Yeah.
And you're trying to gather up all your friends. What super abilities would different utensils have?
I think it's different guns.
Okay.
Like, different guns, so you can, like, swap out to be, like, what is I like, so there's something that just screams out to me that there's, like, a really, really wholesome, like, good story here. Like, you ever see the movie Chicken Run?
Hell yeah, I've seen Chicken Run.
You know, like, how everybody's dream was, like, they just want to live peacefully and like, live outside the boot camp? What if...
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of Chicken Little. Sorry.
No, very different movies.
Vastly superior film, but continue.
Bullshit, Chicken Little's way better than Chicken Run.
That's what I said.
Sorry, Chicken Run is better.
No, you already said it. You already agreed with me.
Okay, fuck you.
You know I'm right.
Fuck you. All right, so you basically have to follow this paper plate on their journey to get all of their silverware friends back together and get to the recycling plant, which is the holy. It's to
the
them.
Holy Grail.
It's the Holy Land.
Yeah.
To where, like, they get to go live peacefully, and then the ending shot is just them getting on the conveyor belt, which leads to, like, a hole of light. But then once they go through it, they just get chomped and smacked.
Oh God.
So it's just really wholesome.
Okay.
Like, game up until the
really
end.
wholesome with guns, and then they all die at the end.
It's like Toy Story, but they did die.
All right, I got a real question for you.
Okay.
Are you ready for the nug, or do you want to see what's on the emails?
I want to do one email because we did get an email from somebody we have never gotten an email from before.
All right, you got.
They
might both be bangers.
Let me pitch you the email one really quick, and then we can go into the really, really sick.
And then we'll go into my nug.
Man, bold of you to assume it's a nug.
I know it's the nug. Continue.
Hey,
you go ahead and give me one.
Hey AJ, I'm gonna bring back a fun little gag here. Hey 8-Ball, is AJ's gonna be the nug?
It didn't work last time.
It is currently spinning.
It's still broken.
And it's blocked by bubbles. All right, fuck you, 8-Ball.
Don't bring that gag back here ever again.
Well, it's in my desk, so it's going to come back.
Fuck!
So this one's an email submission from John K. Lindstedt. I apologize for butchering your name, John. You are an excruciatingly detailed physics model of a human, but every time you touch the joystick, you break into a full adult sprint. Your goal is to make it through perfectly mundane situations without the hyper-realistic physics engine dashing your fragile mortal shell against various objects, flora, and fauna.
Okay,
side note, that was a mouthful for a guy with half a mouth.
Okay, so no matter what you do, you're gonna just dash at it. Like, like, okay, well, I'm gonna pick up some papers and I'm gonna refill them into the printer. Mm-hmm. And but the printer's right next to you, so you gotta pick up the papers and just, and you zip right past it.
So I'm picturing it as like, you ever play the game Happy Wheels?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna take Happy Wheels and we're gonna just jam that into I Am Bread. So, like, the physics of
Wait, doesn't this game already exist?
What?
A 3D Happy Wheels? You have it on your Switch. I saw it.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is we combine the two,
okay,
but it's just a person. And they have to, like, try and go do their mundane shit. But if, like, they hit, they are the glass bones and paper skin guy from SpongeBob. So anything they do causes them to just break. And the more they break, the harder it is to do these tasks.
Oh, so you can still go?
You can still go, but you kind of have to finagle and use different limbs to do different tasks.
And you still will go as fast as the body will humanly let you. I also love the idea of, like, What if everything else is ragdoll except for him? So, like, if he picks it up into his hands, if he trips over something in his super robust physics engine, it will flutter through, like, time and space. So, like, I'm going to try to change my baby's diaper, pick up the diaper.
You just throw the baby. It's just, like, it goes through the window, just breaks, and then it's just, like...
But it's fine, but then you have to mad sprint all the way out there.
The level doesn't end. Like, it's an open world that you are... Each level, though, you are placed in random spaces. So, like, if you do something and fuck it up, you actually have to go to that place and get it. So, like, say you throw the baby out the window, you have to walk out the fucking front door, figure out how that works, and get the baby.
Sprint. You have to sprint out the door and hope you don't break the door.
Okay.
Because if you fucking Looney Tunes it and crash straight through the door, that's negative points.
And the door is physics simulated, so if you hit it too hard, it just crumples like cardboard.
Yeah.
Like it just breaks.
Uh-huh.
So, okay. So, I love this. I fucking adore this. I want to do a thing where it's like, anytime you break anything, it is the most haunting, excruciating sound. Like, just like you hear the bones, the guy just goes, oh! And it could be like a light thing where he just grazes the door and you just hear him go, oh!
This feels like something that would be on like Adult Swim games or addicting games, by the way.
Oh, holy shit, that takes me back.
Yeah, right?
Oh man, addicted games. You remember, this is like some more fucked up My Little Buddy.
Yeah!
Remember that game?
Oh god, My Little Buddy.
Taser. Man, that fried my computer. I love that game. I love that game so much.
I love this idea.
Okay.
I want to put a pin in this one,
I want you
actually.
to pitch me your nugget.
My nug? My dank nug?
Your supposed nugget.
All right. So this now comes with a possible little lesson.
Okay.
Crash Purple and Spyro Orange, but for two completely different games. Are you familiar with Crash Orange and Crash Purple and Spyro Orange?
No, I am not.
So these were, I think they were Game Boy games that came out, where just randomly they decided that they were going to do a crossover between these two games, and Crash and Spyro swapped places in their universes. So it was a game where you had Spyro running around the Crash Bandicoot world in the Crash Bandicoot levels, and Crash Bandicoot running around in the Spyro levels in the Spyro worlds.
Oh, fuck.
And this only worked because they're
like both platformers.
Well, they're both platformers, but they're also like very character-driven games. You know what I mean? Like everything is built around what Spyro can do or what Crash can do. Like they adjusted the rules because it was like a side-scroller game, but like it was a really, really cool idea. So what they started suggesting is for that idea for two completely different games. Think Surgeon Simulator Brown and Donkey Kong Red. Oh, I'm sorry. This comes from Capsid_esports. You and I are each going to name a game.
Oh, and we just have to go with
and whatever games we just drop are the games that will be the main characters of these games will be swapped and you will be be placed in the world of the other one.
Okay.
Now, couple rules. One, in the same way that Spyro and Crash Bandicoot were built around their character, I need you to promise me you're going to give me a character-related game. Don't tell me a FromSoft game where the character doesn't matter. Maybe Sekiro would count, but I said Sekiro now, so now you're not allowed to do that one. After 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yakuza.
Marvel's Ultimate Alliance.
That's not one character, you dumb shit! Fine, fuck you, we're going with this. Okay, so... in this game, Kiryu Kazuma...
You want me to try a different one?
Nope, we're doing this now.
Let's do
You wanted to throw a funny wrench in here. Here's what it is. Now it's Kiryu Kazuma going into the Marvel's universe alone because all of the Marvel characters got put in the tiny city. And Kiryu's going to go in and he's going to kick every supervillain's ass on his own. All alone because there's no heroes left anymore because you chose that game. And all those characters got slurped into... the town that Yakuza takes place in. So now in this town over here, you've got Spider-Man, you've got Captain Marvel, you've got other Spider-Man, you've got Wolverine. All of them are just now one. They're all doing gang-related work.
Wait, I have one. Oh, that sounds like a cool as fuck game, actually. It's just like an underground, because AJ and I were talking about, like, there's a comic series where, like, it's Grey Hulk, and then you have Logan. they're both like working for like opposing gangs.
Yeah, this is that, but the whole world is like that.
Oh fuck, that's kind of cool. You thought I threw a wrench at you, but it turns out I threw you gold.
But it's all a bunch of over here in this one. Also, why would you pick a game neither one of us have played yet?
Wait, Marvel's Ultimate Alliance?
Are you thinking like the third one or like
the first one? Like we're Loki?
Oh shit!
Yeah, the good one.
Hell yeah, Kiryu Kazuma's gonna beat Loki's ass. More on that in a minute. So over here you've got Logan and Captain Marvel and Blade, and they're all working for different gangs, but they're also doing all sorts of shitty, dumb mini games. Like, check out this fun mini game where Blade's gonna operate a crane machine for 3 hours, or check out this fun game where Wolverine's gonna try to play Yahtzee and hope that he can impress people. Or check out this cool mini game where Captain Marvel's going to go into a bunch of cabaret clubs and hit on girls.
Okay, hold on a second.
This game rules, actually.
I want to do a thing where, like, okay, so the canon of this is that they got sucked into each other's worlds, right?
Yes, they got swapped.
So maybe it's because just to make it a little bit even, because we took like 40 plus heroes from Ultimate Alliance. It's the main character from Yakuza and that one shirtless dude with the leopard print.
Oh, his totally best friend Majima.
His best friend Majima.
Okay. Yes, that way Marvel Ultimate Alliance can still be co-op.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gets sucked in the game with you.
I'm obsessed with this idea of Kiryu Kazuma and Majima running around and beating Loki's ass.
Okay,
I wonder if
you know what's fucking crazy? In Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1, they go to like crazy places. They go to Atlantis and fight like fucking giant fish monsters. They go to Hell and fight
Ghost Rider.
They fight Ghost Rider's like demon. And they have to I guess they have to fight Ghost Rider because he went like feral for a little bit. They had to go fight Doctor Strange. They had to fucking... No, they
Marvel Ultimate Alliance games kind of ruled hardcore, didn't they?
Ultimate Alliance games fucking rocked. Oh man, all the skins they had for Ghost Rider were pretty badass too. Dude,
are they gonna... I just remembered that there's a third one on the way.
Yeah. It looks so good.
Are we gonna... We're gonna get that and play that together, right?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, we'll do that another time.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Do we want to try to see if we can't... Hold on, I'm gonna dig deep really quick and see if I can't snag 2 more characters from the Yakuza games to put into our cool Marvel Ultimate Alliance Yakuza.
2 lady characters. Are there any lady characters?
I've only played Yakuza 1.
Hey, AJ, before you pitch this game, you should have fucking had a little bit more experience with
it. I didn't expect that I was going to have to turn it into a 4-player co-op game, Blake.
Well, you know what? That's my fault. Okay, before you take some time to sit on that, I want to talk about the story of Marvel. Oh, wait, what do we call it? The fuck do we call it? It's like
before we
Marvel
talk about
Ultimate Alliance White.
Yeah. Well, it's Marvel Ultimate Alliance Dragon. Because like in Japan it's like it has a different name that's like a dragon or some shit.
Dragon Avengers?
It's Marvel Ultimate Alliance Dragon and you just play as Kiryu and Majima. And then it's Yakuza Heroes.
Yakuza Heroes?
Or Yakuza Alliance, where you play as all of the cool superheroes.
Ultimate Yakuza Alliance.
Ultimate Yakuza Alliance and and Marvel Ultimate Dragon.
Dude, you're gonna hate titling this video.
Was I wrong or was I right that this is the Nug?
I love it. All right, so
I want to talk about some mini games for the Marvel Ultimate Dragon.
Okay, and I want to talk about the big story. So what is going on? So they all got sent into this block, and they all get assigned to gangs. They all get what? Why are they in these gangs?
Yeah, I think they each get picked up one by one of the different clans.
Okay. Okay, hold on a second. I want to do a game. Because I think it would be so fucking funny.
Okay.
Because you can have so much fun. Everybody loses their memory.
Okay.
So everybody that goes into the Yakuza world is like, just gets picked up by random gangs and be like, hey, you're going to be Muscle Force. And I was like, oh, I guess so. And then you have...
And Doctor Strange is the only one that remembers everything.
Yeah, and he has to help everybody.
Yeah.
And then you have the guy from Yakuza and him crash land into the Ultimate Alliance universe, and they figure out they lost their memory, but they think they're like the world's greatest superheroes.
Okay.
But they completely forgot how to fight.
Yes.
So it's like a comedy game. It's like
And like as the game goes on, I want to take
that
just,
way you
like,
learn new fighting skills.
Yeah. I want to take the full like combat system from the Yakuza games and put it into the Marvel universe, where you get to play as Kiryu and Majima just beating the absolute piss out of like robots and evil demons.
The final fight is going to be against the Galactus, and they just like punch one's on one side of his fat cheek and the other one's on the other side of his fat cheek, and they just punch it, and they're like they're just like ponging it.
It
back
does
and
the
forth.
crazy cinematic fight scenes that like happen at the end of the Yakuza games with like the quick time events, where they're like, oh, so we're gonna fight Galactus now, and they shred their shirts off, and then Galactus like, oh, you want to fight me? And Galactus takes his shirt off.
I feel like his shirt is the same color as his skin, though. So
No, he has flesh under there. That's why he has skin on his face.
He has a fleshy face.
We're gonna finally see Galactus nipples.
No, dude.
They're just stars. They're super shiny.
They're like they're actual stars. Like just suns. Not just his nipples.
They're just glowing at all times. And so it's just Kiryu. The other game is really good, but I just love the idea of Kiryu and
Their finishers is like, they look at each other, it's like, we're gonna punch the suns, and then they both just punch his sun nipples, and it just shoots him back.
Hell yes. Fuck yeah, this game rocks.
So you're just going through just kicking the absolute shit out of every villain from Marvel's Ultimate Alliance.
There's like no gang drama that like the Yakuza games normally have gang drama. None of that is in this, but I do want there to be a lot of fun shitty mini games that you can do in this game as Kiryu and Majima. Like you can go into hell, and maybe in hell you have to get a part-time job where you decide who gets to go into hell or heaven.
Oh, they crash land into hell. That's the first level, right? They crash land into hell because, hell is why they switched.
Yeah.
Like, hell was doing some weird demonic shit.
Yeah, and like universe swapperoos.
So they land literally on the River Styx guy. Like, they land on his boat and break his neck.
Well, like, I love the idea
of they have to stand there like, I guess.
Oh, the first like mini game you unlock is that you can ferry souls.
Yeah.
Because like one of the things about the Yakuza games is like you can always run around the town and just pick up weird little side missions and weird little jobs and stuff to do.
Yeah.
So
very lived-in world.
At any time throughout this game, you can either go down to hell and start ferrying souls, or you could go up to Asgard and... I mean, what kind of job or thing would you
selling
do?
Beer?
You sell beer in Asgard?
You make beer. You're making mead.
You're making mead and proving yourself in like a fun fighting tournament, and then like maybe
no. You know those games, those famous games with totally not Loki?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm so into this idea of there being a bunch of mini games that you can do up in Asgard that you're all competing against
It's drinking
Loki.
and food and strength competitions.
Yeah.
So basically, but you always lose because they're illusions.
And then maybe you go over to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and like the agent, like the S.H.I.E.L.D. base, and like Nick Fury's over there.
We are your heroes have returned. Who the fuck are you?
And Nick Fury's like, I'm trying to find me a girlfriend. Will you guys help me? And so you just help Nick Fury get a girlfriend.
Wait, what if Nick Fury is like, the reason he does that is because he's like, these guys are obviously crazy. Maybe they can help me out with some of my errands. He's like, I just don't have the time to deal with it, and you know what? I'm gonna use these guys a little bit. So you have to go find Nick Fury a girlfriend. But the funny thing is, there's like 4 different girlfriends you can find for him over the course of the game. Because like you have to go to a bunch of different areas. You find him a pretty Atlantis lady, or you find him a weird back alley lady.
And all of them are more interested in Kazuma and Majima than they are in Nick Fury.
By the end of the game, Nick Fury should be dressing like the leopard Speedo man
to try to look like Majima.
Yeah, because he's like, I always lose my girls to
You
Macho.
and I both have an eye patch. I thought that if I put on a leather jacket and ditched my shirt, it would work for me too.
And it does. By the end of the game, that's his arc.
All right.
All right, so that game rocks. Let's discuss Ultimate Alliance.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Or Marvel Ultimate Dragon rules hard. That game rocks. I love it. Now let's go to Yakuza Ultimate Alliance.
Wait, no, it's Yakuza Ultimate
Alliance? Yakuza Alliance?
I
think it's just Yakuza Alliance.
Ultimate Yakuza Alliance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll write these out on our own. I don't know what the title is going to be. So
it's gonna be wild and long.
So over here, every hero takes a different clan. So like, Wolverine's working for one clan, the Hulk's working for another. That way you can totally have the little Hulk versus Logan comic book line adapted into this game a little bit.
And then you know what? Like Logan's got to be like totally feral. Like he's reverted back to right when he became Wolverine.
Hell yeah!
So he was like feral Wolverine. So they have him like on a chain and shit. And like the moment they let him go, he just tears through whatever's in his fucking way.
And then you got Captain Marvel works with the police still. What? Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh wait, we should have some of the. Like,
Spider-Man's still a vigilante.
Wait. So all the kids that get teleported into this world, so I'm talking Miss Marvel, Squirrel Girl, Spider-Gwen, they all they don't join any gangs. They make their own gang.
They're just kids.
And they make their own fucking gang.
Okay.
They start peddling drugs and shit. They're
the worst gang.
Yeah, they're the worst gang. They're like the hardest, like one of them tries leaving and they have to like, oh, you still have ink on you. You know, like that scene from Sons of Anarchy where they had to get the hot chain to get rid of his tats? They're like doing that shit, but they're 12.
So you play as Doctor Strange and like you can do all these missions to unlock the other heroes at any moment because it all still is within like the same city.
The final boss needs to be these badass little gang member ladies. You just roll up to their hideout and it's just...
Well, I think the villain at the end of this one is still Galactus, but Galactus is in this world wearing a suit and tie and he still has
no,
shitty
Galactus
helmet.
is in the other game.
He can't be in both?
No.
All right.
Because we got to do sun punching nipples at the end of the other game.
That's a good point. So then over here we've got... you can do any quest in any order to unlock all of the heroes, and once you unlock the hero, then you can swap to that hero at any time.
Wait. We can also do a thing where, like this. So Doctor Strange is flung into this weird world. He doesn't understand it. The rules do not apply. Actually, maybe in this world, because he runs off of magic, and magic is maybe an energy source that doesn't exist in this world.
Okay.
So maybe he's just an average-ass dude. And he's like, to get all my friends back, I need to make the best street gang of all time.
So and that's why you do the other quests to gain the superheroes. Yeah, so it's like, my gang started off really shitty, but I found Captain Marvel and Wolverine and Squirrel Girl, so now they're all in my crew.
Wait, so probably the first gang should be like the little, you just have
the kids, yeah.
It's just kids. He's just...
It's Doctor Strange and a bunch of children taking on a bunch of different Yakuza groups.
We can get some love for those fucking superheroines that don't get any love in the movies.
And then, like, what's also really awesome about this is, like, you can still have, like, the gang drama that, like, makes a bunch of the Yakuza stories really interesting because, like, you can have Captain Marvel doing, like, police raids on some of the gangs. You can have Hulk and Wolverine being angry at each other. You can have Spider-Man or Blade as still a masked vigilante in the streets that you have to hunt down.
Wait, what if one person becomes a masked vigilante, but they don't realize they have powers? So they become a different masked vigilante. So you have Spider-Man shows up and he's like, I feel like I need to do good. Man, sucks, I'm a normal guy. And he's just running around and getting the shit kicked out of him. And his arc is realizing, oh God, I do have powers.
And I think that we can also have a bunch of like shitty little silly things. Like maybe in order to get Miles Morales, you do need to impress him at the claw machine. Like you do the claw machine thing and you give Miles Morales a bunch of stuffed animals. And then he's like, you're pretty cool, old guy. I'm going to hang out with you now. Boom, you unlocked Miles Morales.
No, I also feel like you got to do certain side missions to unlock people's new costumes for your gang.
Yeah.
Because that was a big thing of Ultimate Alliance, was like figuring out like you want to do 1960s Ghost Rider costume.
Fuck, I miss unlockable outfits. Dude, I'm so glad that the Spider-Man 4
Ultimate
game
Alliance
had...
is fucking so good.
God, I hope the new Ultimate Alliance is good.
Okay, so the game is Doctor Strange amassing... I think this is the most crucial part of this game. If we don't nail this game sucks. What is the name of their gang? I think it has to have a Z in it, so it's either KIDZ or HE.
Wait, no. According to Yakuza stuff, it would just take the name of him. So it would either be he would either be the commander of the Strange Gang or the Strange Clan or the Doctor Clan. What's up?
It's the Strange Gang or the Strange. Yeah, it's
Strange Clan
or Strange. I think Strange Gang is pretty good. It's the Strange. It has to
clan.
rhyme with
Strange. It has to be a clan. There's precedent here. There's 8 games.
It's the Strange Clan, but the S's are money signs.
stupid. Sure, why not?
But it has to be. We should call it Strange Gangs. You know why?
Why?
So we can have two dollar signs on the end, on the beginning and the end.
Fuck, you're in here thinking about the branding. You're so smart. All right, Strange.
That's the name of the gang. Strange Gangs.
Strange Gangs and
Marvel Strange Gangs. Ultimate Strange Gangs.
It's still Marvel Ultimate Yakuza.
Oh, but that's boring now.
And the other one is
people are gonna miss out on this good Strange Gangs.
No, because when they play it, they'll see it and it'll be awesome, and it'll be like a little reward that they didn't expect.
I'm so excited to do this poster because it's just gonna be Doctor Strange wearing those money glasses and just
That's all you had to say. I'm into it from here on.
It's gonna be on Twitter. Check it out.
Okay, so then what else can we do? What other characters can we unlock? I think maybe Black Widow is working. I think maybe Black Widow and Hawkeye are both people that you can pick up at a cabaret club. Like you go in and you hang out and you flirt with them and you get their bar up, and then they'll join you because they're like, damn, Doctor Strange, you're hot. And then they can come hang out with you.
Okay, I think that's cool. I actually had another idea.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out who's the enemy of this game. Because we kind of know the other games leading up to them fighting Galactus. Like, their fights are like, who's the biggest, strongest person we need to take out?
Okay,
and it
so
all leads
then
up to Galactus.
The villain Yakuza should
I think it's this. There's another person that appeared from the Marvel Universe.
Okay.
That is like, I'm going to, or it's the people from the Hell Universe. Or they come over there and they start amassing their own gang. So it's like, it becomes two gangs of Marvel heroes having to fight against one another at the end of it. So you can have Captain America being a muscle for this opposing gang.
Holy shit, I didn't even think about a villain Captain America. That's radical.
Yeah, so you can make like evil versions of all of of a lot of the Marvel characters.
Okay, so you take like some of the most iconic heroes of the Marvel universe,
and you turn them into a villain.
And they're the big villains at the end of the game because you have a bunch of extra characters. In this one, you can make the villain of team and a lot bigger of a fight, so that if your heroes get knocked out in the final boss, you just swap over to the next hero you have unlocked, and this gives you a reason to have gone through the whole game to try to unlock every hero, because you're going to need all of them to take on the final boss in that one.
Here's what I think. So maybe it's like Marvel's strongest heroes, so like Captain America, Iron Man, like the front runners.
Thor,
of the Avengers, the front runners of the Avengers are the people you have to go against. Or I'm thinking this: you maybe don't unlock everybody that got transferred over. There's like a bunch of extra that you just don't have access to. Every time you take on the boss, it's a new set of heroes. So every end game encounter is different. Or taking the Yakuza thing, because you would also run into people on random, like you would have random encounters. Say maybe you verse some of them out in the wild.
That I like a lot. That I like you can just randomly run into some of the heroes on the street.
Some shit like that.
But I love the idea of like the final boss being the most iconic Marvel characters, that when they came into this world with their mind wiped, they naturally found themselves in a position of power, ruling a gang.
Well, I mean, I think it's like somebody from the Ghost Rider Hell world took over,
turn them
into their gang. Okay. So they basically wanted to take over this world, and they were like, maybe it's like the villains aren't from Hell in Marvel, because I feel like the ones that are getting really benefited are the people from the Yakuza. So maybe one of the main villains from the Yakuza thing struck a deal with the demons of the Marvel world, and was like, hey, if you guys get rid of my problem, I'll get rid of your problem.
Hell yeah.
So then they basically send them over.
And then we still have one.
Yeah, he makes a deal with the fucking devil, dude.
This way, because one thing that the original two games had was like at the end of the game, Crash took on Nitro, or Crash took on the evil dragon, and Spyro took on Nitro. So this way you can have it so that the Kiryu and Majima took on the biggest Marvel villain. And since the Yakuza villains always change, we still have like just like the new Yakuza villain for this game was the one that orchestrated this whole thing that the Marvel heroes take out.
Oh, fuck, that's so cool. And then it's so, at the ending of their game needs to be, it'd be super cool. It's Galactus, but filled with hell energy.
Sure,
so,
fuck it.
Well, because I'm trying to wrap up, like, he made it, maybe it was Galactus that made the deal with the Yakuza people. Like, he shouted to the stars and Galactus answered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
Why
it.
not?
Why not?
Fuck, these games are cool.
Hey, I know you were mad at the beginning, but hey, this game was pretty fucking awesome, right?
Yeah, this game. You know what? I was mad at first, but you were right. This is the way to go.
All right, are we ready for patch notes?
And you thought I was wrong when I said this was the nug. I came out from the far end. I came into this and I was like, this one's the nug. And you're like,
AJ's not going to let me live this down at all. Yeah. Well, nice.
I want you to tell
anime.
me tell me I was right.
No.
I need to hear this or I can't finish.
Guess I'm going to blue balls you on your...
We're not going to patch notes until you tell me.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Patch Notes.
Damn it!
See, it's that easy, buddy.
He has just as much power as me.
We have some big news that we want to announce.
We do.
We had more submissions than we can handle ever,
Yeah.
like in one episode this week than ever before. And we feel that it's now time to go weekly.
Yeah, this has been a really big... We're really excited for this.
Mm-hmm.
We're super stoked. This is absolutely because you guys supported us so much over these last 2 weeks. You know, we were debating if last time's episode would have made us do one last week, but we couldn't fit it in. But we're doing it now. Mm-hmm. We're jumping to weekly as of now. And we're really excited to keep growing this whole show and this experience, I guess.
Yeah. No.
Together with you guys. And
and this is going to be the start of us trying to do, like, announce a big thing regularly.
Yeah.
Like some of the things I was talking to AJ about is I eventually might want to do some video style content where AJ and I compete in actual games, to do shout outs and stuff like that. If you guys like that idea, by the way, hit me up on Twitter or hit us up on Twitter, hit me up on Reddit, and we'll just get a discussion started because we want to figure out what you guys want.
Would be interested in seeing.
Yeah.
Or hearing.
Yeah, going forward. And we know the obvious thing would be doing episodes every week. But we want to keep on growing beyond that. So that was our big thing.
Thank you guys so much for all of your support up to this point.
Yeah.
It's been huge, and this is only happening because of your guys' continued support.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So if you guys want to do submissions, or just hit us up and talk about crappy game design, you can check us out on Twitter at SpiritualSuck.
With 2 C's.
With 2 C's. You can email us at spiritualsuccessorpodcast@gmail.com. You can go on the Cool Games Inc. Reddit, and we're constantly on there reading stuff. So if you have any questions, please go ahead.
And really quick, I wanted to say, if you guys could leave us a review on iTunes, it really does help us out to have those reviews. I noticed that we got our first 5-star review from, I believe the name was Arthur2 Electric Woogaloo. Thank you so much for that name. It's incredible to say out loud, and thank you for that review. It means a lot. And then last and finally, I wanted to say that the song at the intro and outro of our show is Cheap Shop by Anna Monoguchi. It's an excellent song from an excellent band for an excellent game that's not available anymore, and I'm mad about it again today. I wasn't mad about it the last couple episodes because I accepted it, but now I'm sad again.
Don't they have the game like available? On,
Nope.
Like, you can like download it for PC or something?
Nope.
Hey, that sucks ass.
It's completely delisted.
Well, all right. Well, not to end the episode on a sad note.
Don't worry, guys. Marvel Ultimate Dragon and Yakuza Ultimate Alliance.
Those are both wrong.
Those are both the ones that I'm going with, actually, because I said it.
I'm naming the episode, so fuck off.
Thank you guys so much. This has been Spiritual Successor. I'm AJ Hart.
And I'm Blake Rhea.
And these are cool games
that should not be made.